President Donald Trump is getting blasted by some of his billionaire donors over these disastrous tariffs. In an interview on Monday with the Financial Times, Home Depot co founder and GOP megadonor Ken Langone called out the president's tariffs as BS and claimed that Trump is being poorly advised on that issue. What, by like Peter Navarro or Ron Vara or whatever he wants to call himself, just this made up expert? I don't know. Probably. Langone said that Trump's 34% tariffs on China were quote unquote too aggressive too soon and prevents serious negotiations to work. He added 46% on Vietnam. Come on! You might as well tell them, don't even bother calling. Langone also criticized Trump's sketchy tariff math, which basically is just them dividing the trade deficit that the U.S. has with a country by the value of the imports from said country. Langone said, quote, I don't understand the goddamn formula. I believe he's been poorly advised by his advisors about this trade situation and the formula that they're applying. Yeah. The formula for the tariffs, by the way, is getting mocked by the right-wing American Enterprise Institute. They put out a paper saying, this makes no sense. Quote, the formula, they write, and originally credited to the Council of Economic Advisors and published by the Office of the United States Trade Representative, does not make economic sense. The trade deficit with a given country is not determined only by tariffs and non-tariff trade barriers, but also by international capital flows, supply chains, comparative advantage, geography, etc. Our view is that the formula the administration relied on has no foundation in either economic theory or trade law. Ouch. Even the economics professor whose paper the trade policy on trade policy Trump had cited he was not impressed. Okay. My first question, said University of Chicago professor Brett Neiman, when the White House unveiled its tariff regime, how on earth did they calculate such huge rates? The Office of the U.S. Trade Representative released its methodology and cited an academic paper produced by 4 economists, including me, seemingly in support of their numbers, but they got it wrong. Very wrong. Now, Langone is not the only billionaire. There are others, Stanley Druckenmiller and Bill Ackman. They have both criticized the move. Druckenmiller, who Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has described as a mentor, said, quote, I do not support tariffs exceeding 10%. Even first buddy Elon Musk is not happy with the tariffs. He personally appealed to Trump, sources told the Washington Post, but apparently that has not been successful. Sad. Look, I'm not surprised billionaires are less than thrilled. Look at the markets. They're not doing well. Okay. It's a disaster. I have a bit of schadenfreude about that. I don't mind when billionaires lose money. It doesn't make me sad. Okay. That said, right now, it is funny that when the markets go up, average people do not benefit from it. But when the markets go down, average people are hurt. So that's the problem that we have in this country, is that it's usually, look, it's socialism for the rich, rugged individualism for everyone else. When the rich do better, just the rich do better. But when the rich do worse, somehow we all do worse. It's awful how it works. And that's why our economic system absolutely needs to change. So right now, as a result of this, people with 401ks are getting slammed. Okay, they're losing the money, and so are the farmers. In fact, as one farmer put it, if we don't get a government bailout, we're going to face a disaster. Another said that farmers are shocked. Meanwhile, nearly a third of Republicans fear that Trump tariffs will have a negative impact, and fewer than half say Trump's policies are making them better off. So people are feeling it. We're feeling worse off. It's because we are. And Trump is to blame. Now, of course, when Donald Trump is blamed, he's going to go and do what he always does. He's going to respond by calling his detractors names. Here's what he wrote over on his platform, Truth Social.
Truth Central.
The United States has a chance to do something that should have been done decades ago. Don't be weak. Don't be stupid. Don't be a panican. A new party based on weak and stupid people. Okay. Be strong, courageous, and patient, and greatness will be the result. Panican. Okay. So if you don't, if you're getting screwed by Trump's tariff policy and you don't like it, you are a panican. Okay. But hold on here. Trump said he was going to improve the economy on day one. That inflation would go down, the grocery prices would go down, gas prices, everything would be amazing and awesome and great and tremendous. But it's not. It's just not. And now he's saying, well, don't worry. Things will be great later. Just stick with me, okay, as I wreck the economy, as I destroy everything. Look, I think this was a bait and switch here for MAGA voters, and yet they're sticking with him. However, the ones that are not in the cult but still supported him, like the billionaires that supported him so they could get massive tax cuts, okay, because they're still pushing that massive tax cut bill, and of course they want deregulation. Well, they're still pissed because these tariffs are hurting them too, which is why even some Republicans in office are starting to push back on these tariffs, but only a few of them, and only on this. So it's an absolute mess. And if Donald Trump continues with this reckless trade policy, we could see a uniting of farmers, working class people, and billionaires against him, which is something that I thought I'd never see. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.